Well, hey folks, we made it through another year somehow. 2021 is in the books. You know, I posted a new video every single week all year, and I found a ton of awesome treasures. Far too many to cover in just this one short video. So I've handpicked just a few of my favorites to showcase in this 2021 best of recap. But before we do that, I want to thank you. Whether this is your first video of mine that you've seen, or you have been a subscriber since my very first video over 6 years ago, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoy. One of my first adventures in 2021 took place at the ruins of a home of a veteran who lived in the mountains sometime in the middle of the 1800s. And on this trip, I was able to find not just one, but 2 buttons that told a great story.
What in the world? That is a little, what looks like log cabin. That's what it is. A little log cabin, and it looks like there's, oh no, I thought it was text, but I guess there's grass. Now I know there is an infamous button with a log cabin on it, but I do not believe that one is a 2-piece.
So it's been a few minutes since I found this log cabin button. I did some searching, and it is in fact the button that I thought that it may be. This is a William Henry Harrison campaign button, the 9th President of the United States. He was running against Martin Van Buren, and this button would have been worn to show support for William. What I find most interesting about finding this button here, during the campaigning, Martin Van Buren was very much portrayed as the rich, stuck-up dandy, whereas William Henry Harrison was a man for the working class, a veteran, and lived in a log cabin. Makes a lot of sense why the people that lived here would have supported him. The snow melted earlier than most springs in 2021, which allowed for a trip with my 5-year-old son to a lake which has an old foundation which is typically underwater. He used his new metal detector, which he got for Christmas, and together we found some old coins and the first piece of silver of the year. I don't believe it. Look at this. You know what this is?
A coin.
It is a coin. It is an old silver coin.
We can keep it.
We can keep it, yeah. Let's see what it is. It is an old barber dime. We read the date on it. Looks like 1912. Bentley, that's over 100 years ago. That's very old. That's older than Grandma. It's older than Great-Grandpa. Not by much, but can't believe we found a silver coin here. Never would have guessed it. That's incredible. Perhaps my favorite discovery of this year was found very early on. In the beginning of May, I found a small silver pin in the shape of intertwined hearts that has a fascinating history.
It might be just a button, but I don't think so. And I don't want to get too optimistic, but that looks and cleans up like silver does. Let's see, what do we have? Oh my goodness. Wash it off here. Look at that. Are you kidding me? 2 hearts and a crown. I got some cell service, did some searching, I reached out to a friend to confirm, and it is a Luckenbooth brooch from the 1700s, more than likely. Traditionally, they were Scottish love tokens, but really in the 1700s, they were used a lot for trade with the natives. Now, I don't think this place is old enough for that. I'm pretty sure this is towards the end of the 1700s, but very well could have been used for that. This is one of those things where I've read about them, I've known a few people to find them, but I never would have imagined I personally would find one.
Throughout the remainder of the month of May, I braved the Vermont black flies and was able to uncover nearly a dozen old copper coins from the 17 and 1800s. as well as many fascinating relics from the same time period. On the final day of the month, Memorial Day, our friend Eddie made his best find of the year.
So Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong. You haven't found really anything that you've kept yet today, right?
Yeah, not really.
Horseshoes and Eddie just calls over. Hey guys, I think I just found an eagle buckle. Come on.
My stuff.
Is it iron or brass?
I think it's brass.
Come on. Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
That is amazing, dude.
Right? I don't know what... It has a weird little
Yeah,
clasp.
it definitely does.
That is, that's it, man. That's the find of the day.
On Memorial Day.
It's fate. I'm supposed to be here.
That's crazy. What a find, Eddie. Congratulations, buddy. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's amazing.
In the middle of June, I was invited out of Vermont to metal detect an incredibly special place. A place now a cornfield, but was once a Native American village in the early 1600s. Items found there were often European in origin, but altered by the natives to suit their specific purposes. And on this trip, I was lucky enough to find an unbelievable piece of American history.
So I just dug, I thought for sure it was going to be a piece of kettle brass because we've been finding a lot of it right here. And it popped out and it was round and I said, grommet. It's not a grommet, it's a ring. It's a Jesuit ring. Man, oh my God, it's not broken at all. We were talking about these earlier, and IHS we decided it was Latin for Jesus. The Jesuits were coming here to reform the natives. They were giving them rings, right? Learning the Lord's Prayer and converting to Christianity. Man, this is insane. I can't thank you enough. I gotta shake your hand again.
Since that day, I have been honored to return twice more. The second trip yielding many of the same incredible treasures, and the third trip to be published in early 2022. In the following weeks, many of my trips yielded several more old copper coins, colonial shoe buckles, and finally, my first but not last, Spanish silver of the year.
Under a rock, whatever it is. Oh my goodness, it's a little piece of silver. Yeah, looking like it's going to be a Spanish half real. That appears to say 1761. Awesome. A little Spanish silver coin. Pirate treasure.
In the beginning of August, I started experimenting with a 2-camera setup, showing both the item coming out of the ground as well as the excitement on my face. The first trip using this, I happened to find a beautiful, unique old coin.
Nice. This is a 2-cent coin. This is, I think, maybe my third ever. Man, that is exciting. A 2-cent coin. These typically come out of the ground beautiful because they're like a really special bronze material. So with any luck, I'll be able to get all that kind of white color off there and it'll be a beautiful green. 2 cents. Very low denomination coin, but an exciting one for me because I've not found very many of them before.
Buttons are an extremely common find in the mountains of Vermont. I will typically find a dozen or more on each adventure. On one trip, however, I found a small cufflink depicting not only an image, but text as well.
So, this is a cool find. In the spring, of this year, I found a set of cufflinks, and in the moment, I couldn't make out what was on them. I didn't know anything about these things, and upon cleaning them up, there was a fox with the words Tally-O on top. And come to find out, these were somewhat common towards the end of the 1700s, and it was, depicting fox hunting. I'd never heard of them before, and I just found another one. It's just the one, but you can very clearly see on this one the fox and the word Tally-O up above. Such a cool little button, cufflink.
Over the following weeks, many more old copper coins, Spanish silver, and rusty relics were uncovered. But in the beginning of September, I found a corroded old copper coin, which was particularly special.
Oh man. You see that? This is a Nova Constellatio coin. And this is the first coin design that the United States made. It's like 1780, early 1780, 1783, I think. This one is not in great shape, but I'll tell you, I've only found 2 others, and this one is the best. And I can just almost make out Constellatio there on top. You can see the star that's on this side, and this one would be a circular wreath, and I believe it says US in the middle. As far as colonial currency is concerned, one of the best you can find. Incredible.
This year, more than any other, my friends and I traveled to metal detecting events. Bone in New Hampshire and Digstock in New York were both incredibly fun adventures, both for the things we were able to dig from the ground, but also the new friends we made. We look forward to many more in 2022, although I'm confident the trophy will stay with me. And last but not least, Eddie and I completed our first series, Finding the Vault of Degraw. And although we were not able to find a treasure, and in fact concluded Degraw himself was a myth based on a fictional character, we took it upon ourselves to make the legend real, burying our own treasure in the mountains of Vermont. The complete series can be viewed using the playlist linked in this video's description.
All right, folks, well, I have no idea what 2022 will hold, but so far it's off to a good start. I hope that you'll join me for all of the future videos and adventures that are to come. So without further ado, the 2021 Bloopers and Outtakes. I'll see you soon. Well, hey folks, Brad Martin here.
Eddie Pascucci joining.
That was bad. Well, hey folks.
Accompanied by Eddie Pascucci. No, that sounds stupid.
You ready?
No, I'm not. It's
Okay.
not sound stupid.
Don't sound stupid.
Don't sound stupid. And hey, my name's Eddie. I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah?
No.
Go
check it out.
There and get a tip on a wildcat.
A wildcat?
Wildcats. You already mentioned of those.
I think that was Eddie's nickname in high school. Wait.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Well, hey folks.
Good evening.
Redo.
What? I forgot the other camera. I'm sorry. I messed up.
Dropped the script and it flew away. You gotta silence that. Wait a minute, are you grabbing stuff from a different day?
No.
Are you cheating?
Deceiver!
Whoa, down he goes.
A little shifty.
What am I thinking right now?
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic about my chances.
You jokester. Well, hey folks, my name is Brad Martin.
Chris.
Eddie.
And
Let's remove it.
well, hey folks, my name is Brad Martin.
Samuel Champlain's explorers called it Lion's couchant.
Lion couchant.
Sorry, I didn't hear. What'd you say?
I said we're in legit danger right now. Like we could die. Potentially.
No worries. We're professionals.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
The role of the supernatural were a big part of the Degraw tales.
Degraw.
I was talking to Degraw, and he was like,
Oh, you're my shot.
Should do it in front of the XP.
What am I, a shill?
But then we found this.
It's old and we're gonna give you a point for it.
Nice.
Let me just see how bad it is. Remember what we said, never work without your gloves. Never.
Oh, there they are.
A crazy bluish green color, and it goes down as far as I can see. What?
Might be a little sensitive, sorry.
Treasure guardians and hellhounds.
Alright, the literal big. Been standing here for days.
Oh, dude. I have the freaking mice shack.
And we even spoke to a psychic.
Conventional or not, we used every tool at our disposal. We've used every tool in our arsenal to try and locate the treasure, conventional or not.
You got a lot of editing to do.